Today let's prepare authentic Hausa Kooko dough. Hello everyone, welcome back, and I hope everybody is doing wonderfully well. Into this video, as I said, I'm making authentic Hausa Kooko dough. Very easy to put together, and trust me, you're going to love the entire process as well. All you have to do is to trust the process. If you are new to my channel, hello, this is Cooking with Efia. Kindly do subscribe to my channel and be part of this amazing family. Now, without wasting much of your time, let's get started. Since we're going to be making Hausa Kooko dough, obviously we're going to be needing a millet, and this type of millet is what I'm going to be using. You can also use the red one if that is what you want. Now let's go ahead and wash our millet very well. Millet can be very dirty, so before we wash the millet, let's try to bring out some of the chaff from it, just the way I'm doing. So I'm just going to raise the millet up and I'll pour it inside my bowl to bring out some of the chaff out. This process is usually done by most of the Hausa Kooko sellers because it's very easy to bring out more chaff. Alright, so you can also share with me one of the easiest way to do this. Okay, I'll be very glad about it in the comment section. Alright, so now let's go in with enough water. We're going to wash our millet very well. Try to rub your hands throughout the millet whilst washing so that the dirt will come out very well. Millet can be very dirty, as I said, so you really need to wash this for about 4 times or 6 times depending on how dirty your millet will be. Now let's scoop out some of the chaff from the surface of the millet as well. So all these things on the surface of the water is not needed at all. So now let's take everything out until the water comes out very clean. As you can see, it's not really good. As I said, we're going to throw it away and also repeat the same process until everything is nice and perfect. Alright, so now whilst that is going on, let me also use this opportunity to thank you all my returning subscribers and new foodie members right here. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for liking my videos, sharing, and also commenting on my videos, fam. I am very grateful. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so now after washing the millet, as you can see, the water is really dirty. We're going to wash it for about 2 to 3 times, and this is the final part. I'm going to use a strainer to make sure all the sand are out from this millet, and so the strainer is going to help me do that. You can also use any method to do this. Okay, now whilst everything is nice and well clean, I'll then transfer it into a clean bowl. Yes, we're going to soak this for about 2 days. Approximately 2 days should be okay, or 24 hours should be enough. Okay, now let's add it to the bowl, and we also cover the millet with enough water as well. Once that is done, I'll cover it and allow it to ferment for approximately 2 days. If you want to have that stretchy and perfect texture of Hausa Kooko, then fermentation process right here is very important. So that's why we soak it overnight or more than 24 hours. Alright, so after soaking the millet for 2 days, this is the outcome right now. As you can see, fermentation has really taken place. The bubbles on the surface of the water indicates that this has really fermented very well. Now let's throw out the water away because it's not needed at all, and we also want to make sure the millet is well clean again because we don't want that smell on the millet at all. It smells really bad. Now let's wash it for about 2 to 3 times again, and this is the final part. And afterwards, I'm going to transfer this into my blender. You really need a very sharp blender at this moment. If you don't have, you just have to take it to your condo mill or any milling process as your place to do this. Is very important, or you have to re-blend it twice or 3 times to make sure you have a very smooth consistency. Alright, so now after blending everything, let's strain it and so we have a very smooth and nice milk. For the chaff, I'm also going to blend it again to make sure I don't have any of the millet in it. So now let's strain everything until all is nice and perfect. If you don't have the strainer as well, kindly feel free to use your chiffon cloth or any neat cloth that can help you strain out your juice very well. Alright, so now let's do this until everything is nice and perfect. Alright, so at this point, if you haven't still subscribed to the channel yet, baby, what are you waiting for? Kindly give this video a thumbs up and also do share this video to your lovely friends and family so they get to see this amazing and inspiring recipe as well. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so after straining out everything, this is what we have, a very smooth drink. We're going to strain it for the last time to make sure that there is no chaff in the dough again. So after straining, as you can see, there was just a little bit of chaff in it. That means we really did a very good job. So after straining everything, I'm going to cover my milk to allow the dough to settle down and also for the water to come out so that we will have our Hausa cocoa dough. So the next day, this is what we have. Our dough has really settled down beautifully, and that's what we're looking for. So moving forward, we're going to strain out the water from the dough, and once that is done, we will proceed to our next stage. At this point, if you haven't still given this video a thumbs up yet, baby, what are you waiting for? Kindly give this video a thumbs up and also do share this video to your lovely friends and family so they get to see this amazing and inspiring recipe as well. Thank you so much for doing that. So after all the hard work, this is the end result. Our Hausa cocoa dough is ready and perfect. If you don't want to add in any spicy ingredient, that's just fine. You can also add it whenever you are ready to make your Hausa cocoa. But this is just perfect for babies. If you want to make Hausa cocoa for your baby and you don't want to include any spicy ingredients, this is just perfect. Very healthy and everybody will love it. I will be uploading a very nice recipe on how to make Hausa cocoa in a different way. So kindly do turn on the post notification bell and be part of this amazing family. Thank you so much for watching this video up to this point, and see you in my next upload. Bye.